really helps too? Noticing what people like to talk about.
Yes, people light up when they talk about things they love,
Pets, food, music, travel, hobbies.
especially pets. If someone has a dog, you can talk for hours.
Absolutely. Say something like, "Your dog is adorable. What's his name?"
And instantly you're in.
And if someone mentions food, oh my gosh, that's a whole universe.
Especially with you.
What? I love food. Food is happiness.
Yes, that's why you turn every lunch into a 5-minute documentary.
Maybe.
You know another trick?
Tell me.
Using gentle humor. Not jokes, just a light tone.
Yes. Like, I'm still waking up today. My brain is on vacation.
Or, I tried to be productive today, it didn't work.
These lines are so human and relatable.
And they work even if your English isn't perfect.
Actually, sometimes they sound even cuter.
True.
I also want to highlight the power of repeating a key word.
Right, it shows you're paying attention.
If someone says, "I went hiking last weekend," you can say, "Hiking? Where did you go?"
It sounds natural and keeps the conversation going.
Exactly. And it helps learners because they don't need to invent anything new. They just build on what they heard.
By the way, speaking of hiking, when was the last time you went with your friends?
I sighed dramatically. Too long ago.
That sounded like a Shakespearean tragedy.
It is a tragedy. We planned a hike last weekend, but it rained all day.
Ah, the perfect small talk topic.
Yes, rain is the best thing to complain about.
Weather complaints unite humanity.
That should be on a t-shirt.
There's another expression I like. I can relate to that.
Oh, yes, that's such a warm one.
It shows understanding without making the conversation about you.
Yes, like if someone says, "I've been so busy lately," you can say, "I can relate to that."
And then maybe add a tiny detail. These last few weeks have been crazy for me too.
That opens the door gently.
Exactly.
You know what else lenders forget? Compliments.
Yes, compliments are fantastic small talk tools if they're genuine.
Exactly, genuine, not robotic.
You can say something like, "I love your jacket," or "That's a cool phone case,"
Or, "Your accent is lovely."
but only if it's true.
Yes, only if it's true.
Compliments make people feel good and relaxed.
And they create instant warmth.
Another thing I always tell my students is share small pieces of yourself.
Yes, not a whole autobiography, just tiny pieces.
Something like, "I'm new here," or "I just moved last month," or "I love this place."
These small personal details make you feel more real.
And they give the other person something to respond to.
Exactly. And it's not too much. It's comfortable.
Also, you don't need to be too serious.
Yes, small talk is light by definition.
If someone says they're tired, you can respond with something like, "Same here. I think I need a second weekend."
Oh, yes, everyone understands that feeling.
And these shared human experiences make the conversation easier.
I also love expressions that show empathy but remain neutral.
Such as,
"I hope it gets better."
"Oh, that's a good one."
Or, "I hope you get some rest later."
These lines show kindness without going too deep.
Exactly. Perfect for small talk.
Another important thing, don't force the conversation.
Yes, if the other person gives short answers, maybe they're tired or busy.
Or just not in the mood.
And that's okay. You can smile and let it go.
Small talk is a dance, not a battle.
I love that.
It should feel natural and light.
Sometimes learners think they need to keep talking to avoid silence.
But silence is fine.
Yes, a few seconds of silence are completely normal.
And if you want to restart the conversation, you can use simple transitions like, by the way, or so, or actually.
These little words are like friendly bridges.
Exactly.
I think small talk also teaches patience.
And presence.
Yes, you learn to listen, to notice small details, to be curious.
And not to rush.
Right. Conversations are not races.
Unless you're late for a bus.
True.
You know what I find interesting? Different cultures have different small talk rules.
Oh, yes.
Some cultures love small talk, others avoid it.
Yes. Some people find it warm, some find it unnecessary.
But in English-speaking cultures, it's a key social tool.
It's like the language itself expects you to use it.
Exactly. It creates smoothness in interactions.
And it signals friendliness.
And respect.
Also, small talk is not only between strangers.
Oh, absolutely. Friends do it too.
Every day. How's your day going? How did you sleep? Any plans later?
These small exchanges maintain connection,
They show you care.
even if the conversation is short.
Exactly.
I have a friend who begins every conversation with, "So, what's new in your world?"
That's such a sweet way to ask.
Yes, and it works with anyone.
I might steal that.
Go ahead, he won't mind. You know, I think people underestimate how meaningful small talk can be.
Totally. It's like tiny seeds. You never know which one will grow.
Exactly. And sometimes you think the conversation was simple and unimportant, but the other person remembers it for days.
Small talk might be small, but its impact isn't.
Yes, sometimes a simple, "How's your day going?" can make someone feel seen.
And that matters.
I'm curious, do you think small talk can help with confidence?
Absolutely.
How so?
Because it allows learners to practice without pressure. Not big sentences, not complex grammar, just simple interactions.
Yes, and every successful small talk moment builds confidence.
Exactly. It's like training a muscle.
And after a while, it becomes natural.
And even fun.
You know, I had a student who was terrified of speaking English.
And
I told her to start with just one small talk line every day.
that's a great idea.
And after a month, she was talking to everyone: baristas, classmates, taxi drivers.
That's the power of small steps.
Yes, small talk creates small victories.
And small victories accumulate. We haven't talked about greetings yet.
Oh, good point.
Learners often overthink greetings.
Yes, but simple greetings are best.
Hey, how's it going?
Good to see you.
How have you been?
All natural, all friendly.
And no need for complicated structures.
And if you're not sure what to say, you can always use a situational comment.
Like what?
Long line today.
It's chilly outside.
Nice shirt. Where did you get it?
These ones are perfect.
You know, we didn't mention this one yet, but smiling helps.
Oh, yes, 1,000%.
A small friendly smile makes the conversation easier.
And you don't even need words sometimes.
Right. The smile does half the work.
The funny thing is, we're talking about small talk, but this episode is basically long talk.
Yes, very long talk.
But I like it.
Me too.
Our listeners probably feel like they're sitting with us.
That's the goal.
So, before we move into the emotional part later, I want to give one more expression I love. That makes sense.
Oh, yes.
It's so natural, so calming.
And it encourages the other person to keep talking.
Yes, because it shows you understand.
And appreciation is important.
And here's another. I've been there.
Nice one.
It shows experience and empathy.
And it's comforting.
You know, we've already explored so much, but I feel like the deeper emotional part is coming.
Yes, that reflective moment.
But let's save that for part 3.
Agreed.
I love when a conversation flows like this.
Me too. It feels natural, warm.
And very human.
Exactly. You know, the way this conversation flows reminds me why small talk exists in the first place.
Tell me.
Well, it's simple. People want to feel connected, even in tiny ways.
Yes, even a 2-minute chat with a barista can make you feel a little less alone in the world.
Exactly. And small talk gives us these gentle moments of humanity.
You know, I've always believed that small talk is like a warm-up before the real conversation. But sometimes the warm-up is the real conversation.
Nicely said.
It's those little touches. How's your day going? What a lovely scarf. Busy morning? They're tiny, but they show care.
And kindness.
I think kindness is the secret ingredient.
Actually, that reminds me of a moment I saw last week.
Oh?
There was a man in the grocery store struggling with too many bags, and a woman next to him just said, "Rough day?"
Oh.
He said, "Yeah, a bit."
And then what?
She didn't give him advice, didn't ask questions. She just smiled and said, "Hang in there."
That's beautiful.
And you could see how his whole face changed.
Because someone noticed him.
Yes, just that, noticed him.
And that's the heart of small talk.
Absolutely.
You know, people sometimes think small talk is fake or shallow, but it's actually deeply emotional.
Right. It's emotional communication in miniature.
Sometimes you don't want to tell a stranger your whole life story,
No, of course not.
but you do want someone to share a moment with,
Even a small one.
especially a small one.
True.
And I think for language learners, these tiny exchanges can feel like little victories.
Yes, and they matter. Every hi, every how's it going, every oh really builds confidence.
And courage,
Actually, yes, courage is the right word.
because starting a conversation in another language is brave.
And finishing one is even braver.
So true.
And I think the more learners accept that they don't need to be perfect, the easier small talk becomes.
Yes, when perfection leaves the room, conversation enters.
That should be our slogan.
Let's print it on mugs.
So, before we move to the closing, maybe we should leave our listeners with a few warm thoughts about small talk itself.
Let's give them a little heart moment.
If you ever feel nervous about starting a conversation in English, remember that the other person is human too. They also get tired, busy, confused, surprised.
And they appreciate kindness in any language.
Exactly. You don't need long sentences.
Just presence.
And curiosity,
And perhaps a tiny smile.
yes, that goes a long way.
You know, people remember how we make them feel, not how perfect our grammar is.
Absolutely. Some of the warmest conversations I've had started with 3 words. How's your day?
That's enough. Always enough.
And dear listeners, what about you? Tell us in the comments. We'd love to hear your thoughts.
Yes, we want to know your small talk stories, your struggles, your victories, everything.
Now, I guess it's time we wrap things up.
But let's do it gently.
Before we say goodbye, let's revisit a few expressions we used today, naturally, like we always do.
Right. Like when someone says something interesting and you answer, that sounds nice.
Or when you want to relate to someone. I know what you mean.
Or when you want to keep the conversation going. What about you?
Or when you want to encourage someone. That makes sense.
Yes. Small, warm expressions that make everything easier.
And if you liked this episode, subscribe, leave a like, and share it. It really helps our little studio grow.
Okay, that's a wrap.
You just wanted to say that, didn't you? See you next time.